Good morning, and welcome to Dr. K's Thoughts for the Day. You know, Danny, I have a lot of Taiwanese students, you know that. You know, a lot of Taipei personalities, you might say. And what I always thought was interesting is they have nicknames. They have like Western or American nicknames they all go by instead of their Chinese names. Although Iris, I always like to call her by her Chinese name, Yu Ju Lu. You know, I like that, pretty cool. I'm like, hey, Yu Ju Lu. You know, we do the fist thing and all that other stuff. She go, yo, hey, Yu Ju Lu. It sounds like, you know, you're calling a Jewish guy named Louis in Brooklyn or something. Hey, Yu Ju Lu, come over here. You know, I like the Yu Ju Lu. But they used to. They had like Sean and Patrick. I called them my Irish brothers, or they go by Sarah or Amy or Henry or whatever. This one woman though, she's graduated since then. She went by the name Water.
Water?
Yeah, she called herself Water. Yeah, I don't know. Her Chinese name must have been H2O. You know. About 4 years ago, I walked by her desk and I said, "Buenos dias, agua." And she said, "¿Cómo estás?" I'm like, okay. Got a 40-year-old professor from Oklahoma practicing his 7th grade Spanish on a Taiwanese student, only in America. Yeah, I remember one time after she graduated, and it was during the summer, and the air conditioner broke down at the academy, so we're all sweating and everything. I come out of the office, and one of the other Taiwanese students, Amanda, points out and goes, "There he is!" And Waters run down the hall, "Dr. Flanagan! Dr. Flanagan! Dr. Flanagan!" She wanted to have her picture taken with me. Like, oh, okay, you know. And then I went up to TJ and I said, you know, we may not have air conditioning in this building, but we have running water. Yeah. The head of that cohort who arranges to bring the Taiwanese students down, he goes by his Chinese name. His name is Yang Tang.
Yang Tang.
Yang Tang, yeah. We remember Mario at the restaurant. He used to refer to him as Pretty Young Tang. But anyway, Yang Tang. And, you know, he also would do the translating in the classes for a while. But I was worried when Water graduated, because without Water, Tang's just an orange powder, you know.
Is that what he got named after, the orange powder?
I don't know. Yeah, the astronauts.
They use the astronaut.
More vitamin C than orange juice. That's right. You know, Young Tang, you know. So it was really interesting listening to him translate to the class, too. Like one time I was teaching labor relations in sports. We had 16 Taiwanese students and Saul, you know. You know, in fact, the first day Saul showed up for class, I said, "What part of Taiwan is he from?" You know, bless you.
Been out in the sun a lot, haven't he?
Oh yeah, they have some beaches in Taiwan, you know. But anyway, one time Saul was absent one time, and I was giving him this assignment that had to do with us, the NFL Players Association, and sports agents. So I'm listening to him. It's an in-class assignment. I'm listening to him translate and explain the assignment to them. So he had to explain to him what sports agents were. They're not sports agents in Taiwan. So he's like, Tom Cruise, and I said, did I hear you mention Tom Cruise? And he goes, yes, I couldn't remember the name of that movie he was in. I said, Jerry Maguire? Ah, yes, that one, you know. He brought some of the students out to see him before at Bay House one time. I did my stand-up routine at Bay House, and I had the Young Tang and some of the students, and then a couple months later I was having lunch with some of the students, and one of them says, "Do you still do your talking show?" So I have a couple of Facebook friends from Taiwan, so I hope you're watching my talking show right now. You know?
Did Water come?
No, Water already graduated by then. She's back in Taiwan. Yeah, she is back in Taiwan. Oh.
Nobody's thirsty over there no more.
No, that's right. They got plenty of water now, you know. In fact, there was a student from Thailand, and they called her April. But that was a misnomer because, you see, her nickname was Apple. And
Apple?
Yeah, and back in Thailand, her nickname was Apple because around the time she was born, her father just came back from a trip and brought everybody a bunch of apples and gave them away, so her nickname was Apple. But she tried to translate her nickname into English to Dr. DeShriver, and it sounded like she said April. So she was calling, you know, she was calling her, everybody was calling her April after that until about the time she defended her dissertation. I started calling her Apple, and I said, you know, we ought to have Water over there watching your dissertation defense. If we've got Apple and Water in the same room, all we need is Bob, you know? But I said, you know, actually, I guess if she was born in the United States, her nickname would be Cigar. You know? Yeah. One more thing about but you should about the third or fourth cohort of them just took their doctoral comp finals, and you should have seen how exhausted they were after taking their comprehensive final exams. I mean, their brains were just stir fried. Thank you for watching my talking show. That's also known as Dr. K's Thoughts for the Day.